Hi everyone, welcome to Boxing Block Center. It is a sad time because we we lost our brother in Ghana, um, in the name of Shegun Olarenwaju. He collapsed in the third round against his opponent there. You know, a lot of Nigerians always go to Ghana to build a boxing career because I heard that there in Ghana, the governing body in Ghana is more efficient and than the one in Nigeria, which is a little bit sad if you look at it, you know. So the Nigerian fighter Olarenwaju lost his life after he collapsed and passed away during a bout against Ghana's John Banugu at the Bolcom Boxing Arena, on the Saturday 29th of March. I wanted to talk about this when it happened, but I was just thinking a lot of things was just going around, was just going around my head. Basically, it's like, damn man, I think we don't. I don't think our people really go to the doctor like that. I think this is not boxing related. I think it's something that they might have had because it wasn't like knocked out from a punch that made him just collapse and just, could be the rehydration clause or something like that, when you cut weight and, stuff. Rest in peace to him. Unfortunately, I didn't know who he was. Um, so I had to check him up and to find out that I think he was the West African light heavyweight champion. If I'm not mistaken. Uh, um, yeah, man, it's just crazy. That this kind of happened, man. What do you make of this, Adewale, and how do we improve African boxing? Because you look at this, yes, people, it doesn't matter where you are, boxing, people collapse and die in boxing, pass away in boxing. We know that. But I do know that ours can be prevented a little bit, man. Like, I just know. Um, what method should we use to
Hey,
better our athletes and stuff?
um, you know what? This is a very deep issue. Very, very sad and unfortunate that it happened to Mr. Oluwasegun Olarenwaju Gabriel. And I was listening to an interview by Clarissa Shields just yesterday on Fight Hype. She said an average of 13 people die every year in boxing. But in the case of Olarenwaju, he wasn't he didn't get hit with a punch and then he slumped and fell. If you saw the sequence of the actions, he was walking backwards. Both guys were exchanging punches, and at some point there was a slight break. And then while taking a step backwards, he just slumped and fell. So to me, I'm not a professional, but it looks like that is related to a health issue that he might have had. Maybe something about his cardiovascular health, health issues. Because at the end of the day, bro, a lot of people, I'm just talking from an African Nigerian perspective, a lot of people have health issues without even knowing. You find people that are completely healthy, and then all of a sudden they drive their vehicles into their garage on their driveway and they slump and die on the steering wheel. I've seen that happen before to someone that looked completely healthy. I also remember this guy, Apoderi. It was the son of the Punch newspaper's creator. The guy died on the basketball court. They were playing a game of basketball, and then he got so tired, he went to sit down on the side of the court, and he slumped and he died. But in the case of Abodering, he wasn't even a prime athlete like Olarenwaju was. So maybe you can argue that he wasn't fit, physically fit. But at the same time, a lot of our people, unfortunately, because we've been predisposed to eating, too much sodium, eating a lot of starchy foods, that would increase our blood pressure, that would, make our heart work harder than it's supposed to. And then all of a sudden, everything just collapses. So it boils down to, in my opinion, it boils down to maybe more education needs to be, people need to be educated about how they take care of themselves, what they eat, and how much exercise they need to implement on a weekly basis. I mean, if you're not on that high level of exercising, maybe you start with something light. But in the case of Olarenwaju, very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. This is a guy that you can tell he trained properly for that boxing match, and then he still slumped and died. Um, Rest in peace to him and to him, and I pray that his family has the strength to, bear the loss. And honestly, shout out to the referee because the referee did a good job. Once he realized that Olarenwaju looked unwell, he signaled the ringside doctor, and he was also trying to position him in a place where he could be restored. So it's a very sad situation, man. It's just very, very sad. I really hope athletes can, take care of themselves more. I also wish there were private organizations, because the government is never going to do it. But if there are private organizations that can, sponsor a lot of these athletes and give them the opportunity to eat the right diet, have proper training regimens, and have access to good facilities. That would help a lot of these guys. Because Olarenwaju, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he was 40 years old. At that age, at 40, if you have all these, if you're predisposed to some of these health issues, then it becomes more likely to happen at that age, right? It's just unfortunate. You remember Luis Ortiz? Ortiz was using high blood pressure medication. He failed the drug test due to high blood pressure. Ortiz is also, is Cuban, but he has the West African genetics. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people say that we West Africans, we are predisposed to some, you know, um, cardiovascular issues, high blood pressure and stuff. So, man, there is a lot to say here, man. I know I'm just rambling. It's a very sad situation that happened to Olarenwaju. And I'm just gonna say rest in peace to him. And I really hope things can improve from here on.
Thanks, bro. I do appreciate it. Sad story, though. I was impressed by the referee, what it did, the action it took. And also, I'm surprised that the ring didn't report about it. I saw this on Talk Sport as well. That's the only, I think, the only outlet. And also BBC also reported about it. But the ring didn't. Kind of interesting, bro, for a boxing platform. Anyways, guys, yeah, man. Rest in peace to the guy, and my condolences to his family members, all his loved ones. We know we all have to go one day, but the way he went, I just when he fell, I'm like, damn. When that happened, I know this was not really the boxing thing. It's more than that. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Stay tuned, guys. God bless you all.